Hello, and welcome to CenterLink's 15th Annual Leadership Summit. All of you gathered at this summit and the centers at which you work are the heart of your communities. Centers offer so many important services to their LGBTQ+ communities. Your unwavering effort to serve, protect, engage, and celebrate and uplift the most vulnerable members of those communities have been paramount in these times and remains essential to the health and wellness of communities locally and globally. I commend and thank you for your resiliency, commitment, and passion, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to this year's Leadership Summit. I am Dr. Rachel Levine, the Assistant Secretary for Health. Now, I must recognize the significance of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has caused tremendous suffering for millions of Americans. And during this pandemic, we have all felt the strain. Our top priority remains staying ahead of the virus and protecting the people in the United States from COVID-19 with safe, effective, and long-lasting vaccines, especially in the context of a constantly changing virus and epidemiologic landscape. If you have not already done so, I strongly encourage you to get your COVID-19 vaccine, and please help others around you get vaccinated as well. I know that LGBTQ+ individuals are sometimes reluctant to go for medical care for fear of discrimination, but we need as many people as possible to get a COVID-19 vaccine. We can do this together. Well, it's certainly been an exciting time for the LGBTQ+ community, and I hope that my appointment symbolizes progress. I am humbled and honored to be the first openly transgender individual to serve in a Senate-confirmed position, and the first Assistant Secretary for Health who is transgender. But as Vice President Harris has said, I recognize that I may be the first, but I am heartened by the knowledge that I will not be the last. The administration is working to advance equity for communities who have been underserved by the federal government. That includes my work at the Department of Health and Human Services. HHS values the health of all of us in the United States and is committed to ensuring that LGBTQ+ individuals have access to quality health care. The Affordable Care Act has increased access to care among the LGBTQ+ population. Among lower-income LGBTQ+ people, for example, the uninsured rate has been cut in half since the ACA was first implemented. At HHS, we are working to advance the Biden-Harris administration's commitment to strengthening access to high-quality, affordable health care across the country. We believe that our personnel, programming, and policies should all promote the dignity and rights of LGBTQ+ people. What most excites me is the meaningful policy changes that we are working on. We know that fear of discrimination can lead individuals to forego care, which can have serious negative health consequences. That is why HHS announced that it will interpret and enforce Section 1557 and Title IX's prohibitions on discrimination on the basis of sex to include discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity. This means that it is the official position of the Department of Health and Human Services that everyone should be able to access health care free from discrimination or interference, period. This interpretation will guide our department in processing complaints and conducting investigations. The steps that we are taking at HHS to prevent discrimination against transgender Americans in healthcare settings is just one part of President Biden's executive order on preventing and combating discrimination on the basis of gender identity or sexual orientation. Everyone deserves to reach their full potential and access safe and respectful health care. Unfortunately, some have sought to prevent transgender youth from accessing the health care that they need. These politics have no place in our healthcare system, and they defy the established standards of care. We need to continue to strongly advocate for the most vulnerable in our country. This includes LGBTQ youth, seniors, and immigrants, and particularly LGBTQ+ individuals of color, such as trans individuals of color, who are at risk not only of bullying or harassment, but also violence and murder. The future for our community is brighter, but we have not made progress unless we have all made progress. COVID-19 has shown us that we are all in this together, and we have to get past our differences and prejudices that tend to keep us apart. There is a place for everyone in America, and our more perfect union includes LGBTQ+ individuals as well. Now, I am a positive and optimistic person, and I think the future is looking like a brighter, more inclusive place. Thank you.